want to welcome you to the Martin Luther King Jr. National Historical Park.
That's amazing.
So we have a photograph over here of the family that I always like to point out because Dr. King's sister is right here in the middle, and that's Miss Christine King Ferris, who of course is still living.
Looks just like her.
Living right here in Atlanta, Georgia, and was a professor at Spelman College. That's his grandmother, and then that's Dr. King, who's 10 years old. This room right here is the family parlor, and this is the room where they would entertain all their guests. When guests would come up to their home, and they said if they didn't have guests, they would close these sliding doors, keep this area off limits. And they said it was especially off limits to Dr. King and his brother.
Because?
They didn't enjoy taking piano lessons.
But that's the original piano.
That's the original piano, that's what they played on. This room right here was originally a bedroom. This was Dr. King's grandparents' room, Reverend Williams and Miss Williams' bedroom. After Reverend Williams' death, they turned this room to a study area and a play area. The family was a family who believed that a family who prays and plays together stays together. If you look at the game Monopoly and you're wondering, was it really around during that period of time? Yes, it was. And that was actually Dr. King's favorite game. I think that when you see, young people can see when they come down here that Dr. King was ordinary. He just later on became extraordinary. So it's not like, you know, you see Dr. King lived in a palace or anything like that. He actually lived in a regular house, and he became a person who changed the world. This is the dining room, and the King family was strict when it came down to their dining room. When they sat down at the table, they wanted everyone to be around the table. When they sat down at the table, they had to say Bible verses. When they sat down at the table, they allowed the kids in the dinner conversation with the grown-ups. And that's pretty rare, because a lot of people, when they sat at the table back then, felt the kids should be seen and not heard. But they allowed Dr. King to be a part of that conversation. And his favorite plate for dinner was like fried chicken, black-eyed peas, collard greens, and cornbread. And he liked apple pie and vanilla ice cream.
We all do. I'm getting hungry.
Now, Dr. King's sister tells a story about this room. She said her brother, this was his favorite room. She said he used to enjoy sitting down, talking to his grandmother, and eating his grandmother's cooking. But she said the only thing wrong with her brother in this room was whenever it was Dr. King's turn to wash dishes, he was never to be found inside his room.
It's preserved in a way that you imagine the family walking in right behind you and living their life. And so while it's neat kind of to see this historical snapshot of the type of food that was in the cupboard, the games that were played, that really brings it to life as to what it was like to live in this house and to be part of the family and the rhythm of life. I'm blessed that it's in my district, but we should be blessed that it's part of our city and that we have played this role in the arc of human history.
We're going to get ready to walk upstairs. I want to show you what the upstairs look like. So we'll walk up here. This is the actual room that Dr. King, his brother, and also his sister was born inside. So this is the room that we call the birth room. He was born in this room on a Tuesday, January the 15th, 1929 at 12 o'clock noon. Born to the name of Michael, not
really?
Martin. Martin, a lot of people think his name was Martin at first, but his name was actually Michael. They changed the name to Martin at 5 years old.
Well, what was this room used for when it wasn't a birth room?
The parents' room.
Okay, it's the master bedroom, yeah. This is sacred ground, not just for the city, but for the world. I think one of the things that we maybe take for granted is how this is a pilgrimage site for so many. That what happened in this house, not just birthed Dr. King, but birthed the more just world. And it's really special that this is in our city. This is actually Dr. King and his brother's bedroom. And Dr. King and his brother shared a smaller bed. My uncle was sleeping on a larger bed. Oh, wow.
Because the King family was a family who believed that the elderly people in the house should come first, while the younger people in the house should come second. So at a very young age, they taught Dr. King and his brother how to respect the elders that was inside the household. And
you get to learn a lot from your uncle, living right next to him.
A lot.
Sleeping next to him. Yeah. It's really humbling to know how much the world changed just from this one house. There's very few cultural sites in Atlanta, maybe none at all, that have the significance that this one has. And so we're very lucky that the Park Service is invested in the city and in the King birth home, and that it will be here for generations to come.
Thank you for coming out.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.